I remember as a child and young person having to sing this beautiful hymn in church called Rock of Ages. And the first couple of lines go like this: Rock of Ages, cleft for me, let me hide myself in thee. Let the water and the blood from thy riven side which flowed be of sin the double cure, save me from its guilt and power. At the time, as a young person, I really did not appreciate or understand the words. But now, when I think about Rock of Ages, I think about Jesus as my eternal rock. And I see an image of strength. He is unshakable. He is unmovable. His eternal nature means that he is always a rock of strength to his children, always, yesterday, today, and forever. And in times when it feels like the sea waves are roaring, I don't have to worry. I can stand on this eternal rock and know I am safe. And Jesus will keep me because I am in him and he is in me, my eternal rock. I can recall two experiences where Jesus has been my eternal rock. I remember when I was very new to the faith, I became a Christian at 15, and by the time I got to 16, I had fallen away from Jesus. And around that time, I had traveled abroad with my mum, and when I came back with this insect bite that had become dangerously infected. The bite was on my left ankle, and the flesh around the bite had started to open up and it was rotting away. I was rushed to the Tropical Diseases Hospital in St. Pancras, London, and for 2 weeks, consultants came by my bedside and they had no idea what caused the wound and how they would get it to heal. By that time, it had now become a big hole, the size of a 50p piece. The doctors told me that they would have to do a skin graft, but they weren't positive, they weren't hopeful because the hole was getting deeper and wider, and all this gunge was coming out. They said if the skin graft would not work, they would have to amputate my left leg. Now, can you imagine telling a 16-year-old that you're going to lose your leg? Well, I cried out to Jesus and I asked him to intervene. And I said, if you would do this for me, I would serve you forever. When I woke up the next morning after making that prayer, for the first time, the hole was reduced and the skin around the hole was growing back. And within days, the skin miraculously completely grew back and was closed. Jesus, my eternal rock, had healed me. In times of uncertainty, fear, and a terrible situation, he was always there for me. I just needed to reach out to him. In 2020, we suffered a bereavement of a close family member due to COVID-19 in the first lockdown. It was very, very painful, especially in a time when relatives and close friends were not able to comfort us in person. No hugs. That was hard. But in this time, my children and I prayed regularly, even in the pain. And we knew many people were also lifting us up before God. We felt an overwhelming sense of God's love and his peace. keeping us as a family. And what comes to my mind right now is the verse, "The joy of the Lord is your strength." As I meditated on scripture, I found myself being eternally minded about the loss of our loved one. Jesus Christ, the Rock of Ages, was giving us his peace and strength. He is the solid rock on which we can stand, no matter what the situation. We can lean on Jesus to see us through.